Hey guys, I'm Butch Hartman. Welcome to Speech Bubble. I got Dave Thomas. He's an amazing artist. He discovered Jerry Trainer as Tough Puppy. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Really? Everything's true?
No, that's not true.
Everything's a lie today. We're going to Wendy's after this.
So you know, when I was in high school, I used to get Wendy's. Not Dave Thomas and Wendy's was much more popular then because Dave Thomas was live. He was doing ads on TV. And in high school, you know, a lot of people give you a hard time about anything they can, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And what used to kill me was the guy that used to give me the most grief for being Dave Thomas. He was in the locker right next to mine. He used to always give me grief for being Dave Thomas. His name was Michael Jackson. And I'm like, God, we should be best friends. Like, if anybody understands, it should be you. But
it's like in a parallel universe, he was the real Michael Jackson, and
yeah.
you're the real Dave Thomas.
Yeah, a skinny white guy. But
same was Michael
Jackson. I'm like, dude, come on. But
we're gonna call this podcast "Dave Thomas Meets Michael Jackson."
Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
So what I did was it was pre-Photoshop. I mocked up. People would always ask me if I was related to the owner of Wendy's.
Right.
And so I got tired of saying no. So I finally just started saying yes, I am. And so I made up this card for my wallet, and it was red, and I cut together like some stuff, and it said it was I would tell people that he was my grandfather. That Wendy was my aunt, and my mother was the less favored sister.
I love this. Fantastic.
And so
they bought into it.
And they go like, "Well, really?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "So you get free food?" I go, "No, he's kind of a tightwad." But I would pull this card out of my wallet, and it said it entitled me for a large French fries for the price of a small. And it was just dumb enough that nobody ever questioned it. Everyone's like, "Wow, really?" I'm like,
Dave,
yeah.
Teenagers don't believe anything. Come on.
But it was laminated.
It was. That makes it official.
You can't fake that sort of thing.
If it's laminated.
Couldn't just go to Kinko's.
Oh my God. So you worked on Fairly OddParents for how long?
10 years.
Gosh, 10 years from 2002.
But I took a couple breaks in there. I worked on Teenage Robot for about 5 minutes, and then I worked on LT Gray because this is how Nickelodeon worked back then.
Yep.
They had this goose that laid golden eggs.
Yep.
And every couple of years they go, "Why don't we just turn that goose off? Why don't we just stop that goose from laying eggs?" And they would not cancel because they never canceled anything. They would pause Fairly OddParents.
I know.
Go, "We're not gonna make any more Fairly OddParents. It's laying golden eggs." Yeah, but I think we can. I don't think we need those golden eggs anymore. And then about 6 months later, someone would go, "Hey, wait a minute, like." So
why'd we cancel that again?
Where'd those golden eggs go? Like, shouldn't we? Oh yeah, and it would get greenlit again, and everybody would come back.
We have talked about that at length on this podcast, and I made some videos on YouTube with like a whole thing about how Fairly OddParents got canceled. It was like 5 times.
5 times.
Remember that? It was like 5.
Yeah.
We had how many rap parties did we have? Like
constantly.
5? I know.
And they got less and less grand every time because no one believed it.
I know.
It was like Lucy and the football. They're like, "Oh, we're all gonna be back." Thank you for the free shrimp. This is delightful.
And FOP, we just ended it like last
You'll be back.
year. I think it'll be back. I really do.
You're gonna be back.